Hi, my name is Nguyen. I'm the Training Education Outreach Specialist for the Exceptional Family Member Program here at MCRD San Diego and the Western Recruiting Region. So today I'm here to talk about the Exceptional Family Member Program and really to give you an understanding of why we exist and what we can do to help you. The Exceptional Family Member Program is a mandatory program per Marine Corps Order 1754.4b. It provides a continuum of care for Marines and their families with special needs. EFMP will ensure that Marines with an exceptional family member, or EFM, are assigned to duty stations with accessibility and availability for their medical and educational needs. With appropriate EFMP family support services, the Marine can perform official duties for the Marine Corps while supporting their family member with special needs. A family member enrolled in MCTIFs and DEERS, for example, a spouse, child, stepchild, or dependent parent of an active duty service member. They must also legally reside with a sponsor and have a medical, which includes physical, mental, and emotional need, or an educational condition. Some examples are a child with speech therapy, a child with asthma or allergies, a family member diagnosed with a mental health disorder such as bipolar or depression, or a family member diagnosed with cancer. You may be asking yourself, how do I enroll in EFMP? Well, there are two forms that are required for the EFM program. DD 2792 is the Family Member Medical Summary, which is to be completed by all enrollees. DD 2792-1 is the Family Member Early Intervention Service or Special Education Summary, which is completed for all school-age children. DD 2792, or the Medical Summary, must be completed by a qualified medical provider. The information provided on the medical summary is very important to the assignment process and is the main indicator in determining whether a new duty station is appropriate for the EFM. For example, if a child is receiving weekly ABA therapy for autism, the EFMP will ensure that the next duty station has the appropriate services for weekly sessions within a reasonable travel distance. You can contact a local EFMP office for assistance in completing the forms. Make sure you submit the forms directly to Headquarters EFMP or to a local Marine Corps EFMP office. There are some instances when a Marine will turn in the forms to an Air Force or Army medical EFMP coordinator, and the paperwork may not make it to Headquarters EFMP. Also, we've had Marines submit their forms to the Marine Admin section, and again, it does not make it to Headquarters EFMP. You also are protected by HIPAA and PII information rights, so you do not need to show your admin section your paperwork if you do not wish to. Also, make sure that your EFMP documents are updated every 3 years or sooner if there are any changes to the health of your EFM. Every 3 years, your family caseworker will contact you and remind you that it is time to update. You may also ask, how do I disenroll in the EFM program? Family members are disenrolled when ongoing health care, specialty medical services, or special education are no longer required. Appropriate forms must be completed by a physician or mental health provider or local education authority. Disenrollment may also be prompted when the EFM is no longer the sponsor's dependent. For example, children that reach age of majority or 23 years old without guardianship, divorce without child custody, or the death of the family member. EFMP also provides family support services. It's to provide the Marine and their family with knowledge, skills, and support so they can be the best advocate for their EFM. Each family has a family caseworker, and case management includes assistance with the enrollment and update process, relocation assistance, deployment support, coordination with medical, state, or educational providers, support at local meetings such as the IEP meeting, resource and referral, quarterly contacts, and assistance with housing and TRICARE issues. We also offer various trainings for families to increase knowledge and awareness. Some examples are our ADHD training series, Introduction to Special Education that was done by our EFMP attorney. We had a couples communication class, and also our annual EFMP Resource and Activities Expo. We are open to bring in new trainings that are relevant and important to families. If there is an identified need, the EFMP office will research information and can create a workshop for families. Each month we hold a support group or social gathering for families in the local area. Some months we may have a guest speaker, like a representative from Semper Fit who came out to demonstrate easy workout routines for family members that stay at home. Other months are less structured and are open to the needs of the group. Once we had a 4th of July theme support group. Some spouses gave ideas of the best location to watch fireworks in San Diego, while others talked about the best location to watch the fireworks for their child with special needs. This support group is designed for Marines and their families, so it is constantly changing and adapting to the group. Families enrolled in the EFMP may qualify for 40 hours of respite per family per month. The respite care program is intended to reduce stress on EFM families by providing temporary rest periods for the primary caregiver. The rate of reimbursement is based on the EFM's level of need. The family will find their own child care provider, which may be a family member, nurse, child development center, or other qualified provider. The family will pay the provider and will be reimbursed for up to 40 hours a month. Each month, the respite claim must be completed, signed by the sponsor and the child care provider, and submitted to our office for reimbursement. We will review it and submit the claim. The sponsor will receive the reimbursement via electronic funds transfer to the account designated through DFAS. Here is some basic information on respite. Again, it is intended for short-term or temporary rest and cannot exceed 6 consecutive hours. The EFM must reside with the sponsor. EFMP enrollment and/or update must be current. Respite claims that are older than 60 days will not be reimbursed. Respite will not be paid during periods of hospitalization for the EFM. EFMP attorneys support EFM families by providing advice and representation before school, administrative forums, and courts, providing advice on legal assistance issues such as special needs trusts, guardianship or conservatorships, coordinating pro bono legal representation as needed, and presentations relating to disability law issues. If you live in California or North Carolina, you may be represented by one of the EFMP attorneys from Camp Pendleton or Camp Lejeune. All families in other states may receive support and advice from the 2 attorneys, however, may be referred to a local state attorney for representation. Although you may not live close to a Marine Corps installation, the EFM program can still assist you in accessing supports and services for your family member with special needs. You will still receive quarterly contacts from your family caseworker with important updates, information, and changes relating to the EFM program. You are still eligible for the respite care. We can also assist you with locating service providers such as doctors, therapists, etc. in your local area. You can also be connected with other families enrolled in the EFM. Some trainings and workshops have been recorded and will be available on the internet for viewing. We are here to support you and your family. Please let us know if there's anything that we can do to assist you. Thank you.